My name is Archana Rao and I'm the Associate Director at Grampari. The thing that drew me to Grampari was the fact that it wasn't just a normal NGO. So Grampari stands for Gramin va Paryavaran Kendra. So Gramin, which means rural, and Paryavaran, which is ecological. So Rural and Ecological Development Center, which is of course the one thing that you want to be involved in, but the thing that makes it different, the thing that gives it its spark, was the fact that this is something that is done using the values of IFC. Now IFC, Initiatives of Change, is an organization from which Grampari has been born out of. And this idea of bringing IFC to the villages through rural development, to me seems like what I would call the most compassionate form of rural development. I feel very strongly that there are lots of people who do extraordinary work. Building 20 toilets in a village is a great thing, but what we do after that is what is important too, and how we do it. So not just empowering the villagers, but working with them constantly, with compassion, to bring true, genuine development, not just physically, but also emotionally, I think, is what drew me to Grampari.
नमस्कार, मी अपूर्वा शिंदे. मी खूप दुर्गम भागातून आलेले आहे. खेडेगावातून, सावली या खेडेगावातून आलेले आहे आणि आमच्या इकडे उदरनिर्वाहासाठी खूप कमी सोर्स असतात. तर त्यामुळे मी इथे आमच्या भागातून 12 मुली आहेत ज्या शाळा सोडून घरी राहिलेल्या आहेत. त्यांना काहीतरी आपल्या लाईफमध्ये, जीवनामध्ये काहीतरी करता यावं आणि आपल्या लाईफमध्ये एक उदरनिर्वाहाचं साधन म्हणून त्या स्वतः करून पुढं जावं, यासाठी आम्ही आलेलो आहोत. इथे आल्यानंतर खूप साऱ्या गोष्टी शिकवल्या जातात. त्यामध्ये सुरुवातीला होतं ते क्वाईट टाईम होतं. ह्याचं महत्त्व सुरुवातीला माहीत नव्हतं, पण नंतर हळूवारपणे जसं माहीत झालं तसं त्याचं महत्त्व खूप पटू लागलं आणि ते खूप आपल्या जीवनामध्ये किती आवश्यक आहे हे कळू लागलं आम्हाला.
तो मी इथून गेल्यावर पहिल्यांदा टिपीटॅप बांधून पाण्याची बचत करेन. मला इथून जे काही घेऊन जाता येईल तेवढे मी घेण्याचा प्रयत्न करेन. स्वतःमध्ये बदल घडवून आणण्याचा नक्कीच प्रयत्न करेन. धन्यवाद.
काही शिक्षण मिळत नाही. आम्हाला शिक्षण मिळतं तरी आम्ही त्याचा व्यवस्थित घेत नाही, फायदा घेत नाही. ते व्यवस्थित घेत नाही. त्यामुळे मला आत्ता त्याची किंमत कळते की आपण कशा प्रकारे शिक्षण घ्यायला पाहिजे.
My name is Shubhangi. I'm working here as a livelihood coordinator. As a livelihood coordinator, my job responsibility is to look after the courses which is going on here, like sewing class, computer class, mobile repairing and solar lamp assembly. Actually full day I'm looking after all the girls, what they are doing, they are wasting time. Like this way full day I'm strict to them because I feel that 1 month is very much important for them. Each and every minute very much important. After 1 month they cannot learn anything. We cannot invite them again. So whatever time they got, they want to do their best and they want to learn whatever they get from here. But in the night they are totally free. I'm totally different for them. I'm with their full day I'm a madam, but in the night I'm totally her friend, their mother. Like this way I'm behaving, and that time is very much good for me because they're sharing so many things with me. They're coming, they're hugging me, they're kissing me. So night time is very good and we enjoy a lot. We are dancing, all that things. So it's my favorite time.
In our first batch, there was a girl who came who had a cleft lip, and she wouldn't talk, she wouldn't look up, and then she told us how everybody in her home was very ashamed of her, and her parents wouldn't even let her go in front of relatives because she looked so ugly, and she couldn't talk very clearly. But we really tried to give her care, to understand her and to give her time to speak, and slowly her speech became clearer. And then when she started learning about mobile repair and learning to assemble the solar lantern, which was one of the activities that we taught them, and then these girls would take the solar lantern back home. She was so good at it, and she suddenly started getting confidence in herself because she realized that even with all the other girls who were all right, she was better than them, and something started happening in her heart. And at the end of the program, she took this solar lantern and went back to her village. And Next morning she called us and she said, you know what happened last night? I went home and there was no electricity in the village. And suddenly the villagers saw there was light in my house, and it's one of the poor huts in the village. And they said, so everybody came to see why there was light in this hut. And then I told them that I had made this solar heater, and they're now all asking me, can I make it for them? You know, and just the joy in her, when she said this. And then 2 months later, we went to visit her, and she was not at home, but her mother was, and the mother said she's a transformed girl, and she had not completed her schooling. She had gone to the 9th grade. She had one more grade to do, and she was doing farm work the whole day, and then at night studying for this exam. So, this girl has become very confident now. And one day when she came to our center and told this story, there happened to be a plastic surgeon who said he would operate freely on her cleft lip. And now she has a lovely face, which she wanted. Of course, she looked lovely even without that operation. But so this is what I mean. It's individual care for people as much as doing a big job of providing water or doing governance. All this has to be done together, and that is what is satisfying, I feel, and that's what is unique about our program in Grampari.